gente, this is your boy Almega. Welcome to a brand new Comic special. You know what it is? We're going to be talking about what's cracking on Crackle this month because they have a plethora of amazingness. That's all free, folks. If you're not peeping Crackle, then you're missing out. Especially, of course, you've seen everybody's raising their prices. Guess who does it? That's right, Crackle. Let me introduce the king of the streams. He's going to let us know what's popping. The one, the only Mr. Chris Woozy, baby. What's popping, homie? How you feeling?
What is going on? I'm feeling way better now that I'm seeing your beautiful face.
Well, I shaved today and all. Look at the line work. And
I know.
It's
tight, baby. It's tight.
I'm even growing the mustache, the mega stash. Look at that.
I know. You are getting fancy on me over here.
I'm trying to next I'm gonna wear a nice little thing like Mr. Furley and get a smoking robe and
get a little ascot, a little Mr. Furley ascot. Yeah.
Let's make it. You know what? We got it. There you go. I'm gonna be like Chris right there with the pinky up as he has a drink. Let's make it. All right, folks. We're gonna get you going on what's popping because this is a lot of great stuff. For this month. You know what it is. It's a great Halloween month, but it's an action month. It's things to get your blood flowing and excited. So let's start talking about it right now with what's coming to Crackle this month, October 2023. And you know this face. You know that face. If you knew tomorrow. But this movie, oh man, you even got the other homie. What? All right. Oh man, Danny Glover, you got me excited. Talk to me.
This is fun. So Gridlocked. This is one of my favorite genres, and this is the buddy comedy action film. Kind of a throwback to the 80s, Lethal Weapon, all of that fun stuff, Die Hard. And it's a great film. So Dominic Purcell, obviously, from Prison Break and a million other things. He plays this like cranky, grizzled police officer who draws the short straw and has to babysit Cody Hackman, who's like this spoiled Hollywood actor rich kid who runs afoul of the law, and as part of his sentence, he's got to go on police ride-alongs to see, how hard it is to be a police officer. So they stop by this warehouse that's like a holding pen for evidence. It's like this gigantic evidence locker. Well, it ends up while they're there, a group of mercenary police officers attack it to try to steal millions of dollars of bonds that are being held there as evidence. So it's kind of like an Attack on Precinct 13 sort of a feel. And obviously Danny Glover's in there. He does a great job. It's very fun. And there's actually a couple of Lethal Weapon call-outs that Danny Glover does in the movie. So keep your ear out for it and see if you can spot those. But it's a very fun movie.
Excellent. Oh, snap. And of course, what's October without the classic?
This is the one that started it all. Before there was Freddy, before there was Chucky, before there was Jason, there was Michael Myers. And this movie holds up so incredibly well. 1978. Directed by John Carpenter. This was only like his second film, I believe. I did some funny research on this. I'm sure you know, because there's been like a million articles about it, that the mask that Michael Myers wore was actually a William Shatner Star Trek mask. They tried it with a clown mask, and that was scary. And then they tried it with the white Shatner mask, and everybody on the set was like, it's not even a contest. Like, this is so much more terrifying than anything else. But it's funny because
thank God William Shatner wasn't albino. He just would have been a horror actor all his life.
Right? Exactly. But it's very funny because this was shot in Pasadena and Altadena, just down the street from me. And it was shot in the spring, but it's obviously supposed to be in the fall, and it's supposed to be in the mythical town of Haddonfield, Illinois. So they actually bought bags and bags of paper leaves, and the production assistants would go down the street in a pickup truck and just throw handfuls of paper leaves onto the lawns as they were getting the shots set up. One of those production assistants was a little-known actor named Robert Englund.
Oh, really?
Who went on to be Freddy Krueger. And all he said, the only memory he has of the film was of John Carpenter screaming at him, "Robert, throw the leaves faster!"
You know what's awesome, Chris? I actually spoke to a Sandy King Carpenter the other day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which was fun. And hopefully I get to meet John at New York Comic Con next week, because he has a new show popping, which I won't
that'd
meet.
be amazing.
Yeah, but that's some fun stuff. He's a monster. And talking about monsters. Hey, oh damn.
So this is starring the lovely Christina Ricci.
Oh yeah.
Obviously from Addams Family, and more recently from the series Wednesday, which she's killing it, literally. And it's a great horror film. It's a very strange one. It feels kind of Tim Burton-y. She is like this quintessential, she looks and acts like the quintessential 50s, 60s housewife. But you come to find out that she's actually fleeing an abusive husband. And her and her child rent and hide out in this big rambling farmhouse out in the middle of nowhere to try to get away from the psycho who's pursuing them, only to find out that they've gone out of the frying pan into the fire because the house that they've rented is very, very haunted.
Oh snap! Nah, but I'm good. Yeah, it is. Again, wouldn't be a show with me because I just run out. You know what I mean?
Right? We talked about this.
So I don't know what happened here, but that picture never showed up. But
which one are we talking about? Okay, you can jump to something else, or I'm not sure what.
All right, so then we got Young Dracula.
Yes. So this is actually a kind of a sitcom. This is a BBC series. Very funny. It asks the question, what would Dracula be like as a parent? So
no.
Yeah, so he's got 2 teenage kids. Of course, they're goth. How could they not be goth with Dracula as their parent? And it's very funny, but a great little series. It's got, like, if you Google it, it's got quite the cult fan base.
In my opinion, had they been more like normal as opposed to them being vampires, it would have been, or at least one of them being like very straight edge, would have been very funny.
Right? Yeah. Well, check it out. I think there is some of that in there for sure.
Oh, okay, awesome. Then we got Murder City.
Yep. So if you like police procedurals, this is a super popular. I think we have like 10 seasons or some ridiculous thing for this. We've got a ton of episodes. And this one is fun because they're kind of like frick and frack. So they are an investigative team, but every single murder that they investigate, they immediately have 2 different assumptions on the murder. And then they go off because they don't really get along very well. So they go off to try to prove the other one is wrong. And then they come back at the end and you get to kind of see who was right and who was wrong. It's very fun. Okay, and it's super popular.
Excellent. Cruise ship killers. Now look at this, guys. Chris is even trying to deter me from going on cruises now.
And this is not referring to expired shrimp. Let me tell you, it's so much worse than that.
So what is going on here, bro? Chris, let me know why I shouldn't go on a cruise.
So this is one of those reenactment series. But I've got to tell you, this one is so much fun because we went on a cruise a couple years ago, and I read all the articles about people who fell off the side accidentally and all these different ways that and yeah, exactly. And we were on one of those cruise ships that had a water slide on the top of the cruise ship. And I just kept picturing me just sailing off the edge of this water slide and plunging like 200 feet into the water. But
into the mouth of the truck, just waiting for the woozy, right? Let's go.
That's it. But they've got like, they're all true stories, and they do these great reenactments, but then they also investigate experts. So police experts, people, like they bring in like physicists to talk about like what happens if you do fall 400 feet off the top of one of these ships into the ocean. It's a super fun series. I highly recommend it.
Chris, I'll tell you what happens to me. Almega is dead and will fucking sink like a brick to the very bottom of the ocean floor.
Your effervescent spirit would keep you buoyed, I'm pretty sure.
Oh man, I'm dropping like a brick. I'm telling you right now. I can't. No Puerto Rican that can't swim shamefully.
There you go.
Forensic files. There we go. When they find me, how they gonna know what happened?
Speaking of hundreds of episodes, I think there are like 400 episodes of this show. If I'm not mistaken, it is currently of shows that are currently active. This is the longest running show in TV history. Not overall, but of shows that are still going right now. This is the longest running show. It's been like 14 years or some insane thing that this thing.
Really?
But it's another reenactment show, and it's all about cold cases that were solved with forensics.
So apparently, there's just so many cases. This could keep going on forever.
Well, you keep seeing now that there's all those like 23andMe and all those genetic sites. There's just more of this stuff going on. So
everybody getting caught.
Hey, criminals, you will not get away with it any longer.
Stay away from Ancestry if you're a bad guy.
That's it. Exactly.
Cape Town. What? Oh, okay. I know these guys. What's popping here?
This is super fun. It's a police procedural again, but this one is obviously a dramatic series. You've got the police officer here lost his wife, who was killed in the line of duty. She was also a police officer. He goes off the rails. He's an alcoholic. He's gained 50 pounds. He's a mess, and he gets paired up with Super Cop 99 here. And he only has 6 months to get his life back together again, and he's going to get fired. So it's, again, sort of a buddy cop thing going on here, but one is trying to help the other one get his life back together. It's a great show.
Oh, I bet. And that's available now. Oh, is it? Oh, because it's Point Blank. What are we talking here?
Okay, so Point Blank is phenomenal. So I love action films. I love French films, and I love French action films. Luc Besson, The Professional, La Femme Nikita, all that stuff. District 13. I love all of those movies.
Damn, bro. Damn, bro. What are you dropping those gems for?
Come on now. You know you can't get away with that with me. And Point Blank is great. So he plays a nurse who inadvertently saves the life of this criminal underling, which sends him on a path where his pregnant wife gets kidnapped so that he can try to spring this criminal out of jail. And so they're trying to force him to do that, and he through the process of the film is trying to turn the tables on them and rescue his pregnant wife. But if you like Taken, those kind of like revenge action films, this one is really great. The action is super taut. He's a phenomenal actor. He kind of even looks like Liam Neeson. So
he does, yeah. Especially when he's running there.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, and then there we go. The right kind of wrong, and the right kind of wrong is like watching this and enjoying the hell out of it and sharing it with your friends and making them angry, like how dope we are, right? That's not wrong. It's all right.
That's it. That's it.
So let's talk about it. What's going on here?
This is fun. It's just like it's a silly romantic comedy, but it's very fun. It's basically a woman who's going to get married. Kind of she's got this feeling in the back of her head that this is not a good idea, this marriage that getting into.
And yet she said yes.
And yet she said yes. How many people are out there that probably can relate to that story? And she ends up falling in love with the dishwasher at the wedding, at the wedding reception. And that's
grimy, son.
So it's fun. So if you're looking for something super light and to just get your mind off your troubles, check out
super light. You know how many men are gonna get triggered? Like, wow, she left them for the dudes cleaning dishes at the reception. That's messed up. Well, a week in paradise. Oh yeah, who doesn't know her?
Right. Yep, she's great.
Oh, yeah.
It's very fun. So she plays a big actress who discovers that her director husband has not only cheated on her, but actually had a child with the star of his last project.
Oh,
so her life is obviously destroyed. She goes running off to a Caribbean resort to try to recoup and to, gather her strength. And she ends up meeting Philip Winchester's character. And she's played by Malene Ackerman from Watchmen. She's great. But she meets Philip Winchester. He's this very charming British guy. They fall madly in love. It looks like, everything is going to be, just wonderful. And then all of a sudden her husband shows up at the resort to try to win her.
Bochinche.
Yep. So drama ensues, but it's a great, if you're looking for a rom-com, it's pretty fantastic.
All right. And that's an exclusive feature film that is available now, folks. How awesome is that? Now look at that. You guys are getting romantic this month. I thought we were supposed to get horrified, but y'all try. I know what you guys do. You're tricking us, get us all lovey-dovey, and then give us a slasher. You guys.
There you go. You know how we roll.
From the beauty of love, probably to the beauty of death after this one. Who knows? But what is this
again?
about?
You got a third rom-com. This is a Chicken Soup for the Soul original. Really cute. She is like this lifestyle blogger. She goes on a vacation this gigantic lifestyle brand comes to her small town, and just watch it. If you like rom-coms, it's very fun. It's cute. It's totally what people are looking for, to just forget your troubles of the week, pour yourself a glass of wine, and enjoy.
And most importantly, it is available right now, folks.
Currently available. That it is. But, it is Halloween, we talked about, and we've got a ton of great Halloween titles. If we have a second, I'll rattle through some of the faves.
Absolutely. Tell me, listen, of course, it is October, bro. What we got?
Exactly. So one of my favorites is written and directed by my best friend, Dave Madelon, called The Clearing. And this is a Crackle original. And I love zombie films. I am a big fan of independent films, and I really like low-budget films. And this is all three. So, but it's got a huge star. It's got Liam McIntyre from Spartacus as the lead.
Really?
So he plays a dad who's trying to reconnect with his teenage daughter, takes her camping in an RV. They camp in the middle of this clearing in like upstate New York, and he wakes up the first morning and she's gone. And he's like, what's going on? So he goes out, figures she's just, outside in the campsite, goes out and is walking across the clearing, and this woman comes running out of the trees, and he turns and says, ma'am, have you seen a young girl? He's looking for his daughter. And the woman just looks at him and goes, run! And behind her, like 100 what appears to be zombies come flying, and they're the fast ones, bro.
Oh, word.
These are not your.
You better be healthy then.
That's it. And so he's got to get back to the RV, barricade himself inside, figure out where his daughter is, and how the heck he's going to be able to rescue both of them before the zombies can tear them to pieces.
All right, so can they climb? Because I'll probably climb up a tree if possible.
They kind of can. He's sort of far enough away from the trees that's not possible, but they do keep trying to scramble up the sides. So he really
I don't know, bro.
He can't rest too long. It's amazing. And my buddy's just a great director, and he spent like not a gigantic amount of money on this thing, but it looks like they spent like 10 million. So it's a fantastic film. If you're looking for like a horror film that you've never seen before, and you'll be able to brag to your friends that you were the first one, check out The Clearing.
The Clearing, folks. You know where it's at? It's cracking on Crackle, me head.
Amen. But we've got a ton. The Void is really good. We've got a Korean horror film called Pulse. I'm sorry, that's a Japanese horror film. We have Halloween on there as well. We've got some George Romero, Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
Just all kinds of stuff. Wes Craven. We've even got the Toxic Avenger, bro.
Oh man, I mean, did you have a chance to watch that new trailer? Any thoughts?
I haven't seen it yet. I've heard.
Oh man, wait till you see this trailer, please. I definitely want to know because you're from that era. You know what I'm talking about watching it. So let's go for that. But folks, once again, this is Mr. Chris Woolsey from Crackle. All right, check it out. You can get Crackle via the app website, crackle.com. It's absolutely free. Put this on your phone, on your tablet, on your TV, wherever you got some internet. Get it done. This is beautiful, free stuff that they're giving to you right here. So why pay a bill when you have stuff just as comparable for free? I mean, they're even trying to charge you to have ads. Think about that. I mean, Crackle don't, and they have ads, so, and it's free. Whoa.
It's a no-brainer. Do the math.
Absolutely. Free 99, like it says.
That's it.
And with that, thank you everybody for tuning in. You know what it is, please support channels like Crackle and Chicken Soup for Soul and Ratbox, where these are amazing streaming channels that come at no cost and fully entertain us. So, let's get that subscribership up, become fans, because they're giving us what we want at no cost. Thank you once again. You know what to do, mi gente. Follow Comic Crusaders everywhere. Hasta la próxima. ¡Huepa!